Hello everyone, Lewis Crompton here, and this is not financial advice. I'm going to be sharing with you in this video my top 3 tips for creating wealth if you are a beginner. So you have maybe had something happen in life, or you have just started thinking slightly differently than you used to before, and you realize that you need to do something to create greater wealth and greater financial stability, independence, and freedom. But the question of how do you do that is an answer you don't have just yet. It could be maybe because your bills are going up, you realize you need more money. Now, thinking back on my own journey, I've taken 3 steps right at the start to generate wealth that I have now. And I've certainly made some mistakes and also some great successes. And my hope is that you will learn faster and you will go further than I have in even less time. I actually get excited when my mentees outperform me. That is really exciting to me. It's also challenging, but ultimately it's a sign of a job well done by me. Just like a good dad, which I'm not just yet, you want your kids to have more and you want them to have better opportunities than you had. And that is the ethos behind everything that I do. Now, before I got into wealth creation, I was working in a retail job. I'd finished university, I'd moved back home with my parents, which I hated, not because they were bad, just didn't vibe with it. And the only job I could get was working at Burton and Dorothy Perkins, the clothing store, if you didn't know. They don't actually exist anymore. They've disappeared from the high street, as have many of other jobs. At least I don't think they're there. They might be online. I got rejected from KFC. I got rejected from the local MOT garage. God, can you imagine me having to deal with car engines all day? Wasn't a good fit, so probably a good thing. That was never going to work for me. I got rejected from McDonald's, which really annoyed me as I've been such a loyal customer for years and years and years. In fact, I might get one for lunch. It was when I moved into the head offices when I was working at Dorothy Perkins and Burton's that I realised that this just wasn't the life for me. I looked at my boss, I saw the stress and I saw how little money that my boss was on for that stress. It's probably around about £50,000. And I realised I just didn't want to earn so little. Because of investing, I've had months where I've actually brought in more than my boss's old salary in just 1 month. Now that never ever would have happened if I didn't take these steps. So I want to share them with you. So step 1, evaluate, decide, and take action. That is what I did. I know, I'm cheating here by technically giving you 3 in 1, but this really is the first step. Take stock and evaluate. Where are you right now? What is your financial state right now? What is the current state of your bank balances? Do you have any money in the bank? Do you have any money in investments? Where is your money currently sat? You really need to basically do, as a minimum, get control and understanding of your spending. I don't necessarily mean spend less. I mean identify what you are spending your money on, and ask yourself some key questions. Do you ever get to the end of the month, for example, and realize there's no money in the bank? And you think, well, where the heck is all that money gone? What have I been spending my money on? And if you're saying that to yourself at any point, then you are not being smart with your money. You're not being respectful of your money either. You need to know what's coming in and what's going out. When you don't know where your money is or what it has been spent on, then really you're kind of being lazy. And it is going to be a lot harder for you to make financial gains and get that financial growth that you're looking for. So, step 1. Evaluate first of all where you are right now. Go through your bank account. Figure out where it is that you are spending your money. It's pretty astounding to me how much that cost of coffee will add up to over the course of a month. I love a cost of coffee and a chocolate tiffin. And it's astounding how on a day-to-day basis, we just don't realize what impact our spending is having. And then when we see how much it adds up to over a month or a year, it can be pretty shocking. So it's a really good exercise for you to do. I actually dread to think about how much money I've spent on Chinese takeaway over the past few years, especially during lockdown. I pretty much call up now and they tell me what my order's going to be. We've got it locked down. And once we've done this, once we've evaluated, then we can decide on if we are happy with that situation, or if we're not happy with that, what we're going to do about it. Are you happy with where you are spending your money? Are you happy with how much money you have coming in on a monthly basis? Are you okay with the lifestyle limitations you have due to your current finances? Are you happy with how you make your money? Maybe you're not happy with the way you make your money. Are you okay with how much time you need to spend to make that money each and every single month? If the answer is no to any of those questions, then you have to make a decision to do something differently. That is what I did. I went on a mission to find a way that I could make money in a way that suited me. Mainly a way that didn't take a lot of time, that didn't need a lot of capital to start with, and didn't need me to be in a flipping office every single day. Wasn't into that. Now that is when I found trading, and I ran with that. I've now been trading for a little bit shy of 10 years. So yes, I ran with it, and that is the final point with action. Take action towards the life that you want to live. Without action, it doesn't happen. Step 2, get supported. I can't stress this one enough, and this is a step people always try to miss out because it's either too expensive to get the support or they can't find someone to help, etc., etc., loads of excuses. The reality is the type of person you really need to be around probably highly values their time. And guess what that means? Their time and their knowledge isn't free. That is something I just had to suck up when I first started my process of trying to generate a skill set which would generate wealth. It is also something my first mentor taught me, GARP, G-A-R-P, and it stands for Get Around the Right People. And it cost me tens of thousands of pounds over the years to get myself around the right people. I literally traveled at one point halfway across the globe just to spend 1 hour with one of my mentors to see them do what they do so that I could learn to do it as well. That is commitment. That is dedication to the process of learning skills which generate wealth. And those who commit, those who do get around the right people, will be 100% more likely to get to where they want to get to in a far quicker time frame as well. Every area of my life that I've been successful in, I've had coaching, I've had mentorship, I've had education. That is without exception and is the backbone of what I have today. I am not a self-taught man, I am an educated man. People need to get over their own ego and arrogance around being self-taught. Self-taught generally is just code for it took me longer and it cost me more money to learn by my own mistakes rather than from someone else's. So don't be that person. Get supported, get a mentor, and rapid fire your journey towards where you want to get to. Now, step 3, take informed action. Please don't be so gung-ho to be involved in building wealth that you just go for it without knowing what the heck you're doing. That is a surefire way for you to make big mistakes and lose everything. And we don't want that to happen. We want to de-risk the process for you. I really admire the attitude, and people that I tend to work with who have this attitude are way more fun in a way to work with than people who need a lot of encouragement to even take any form of action because they're too scared. But hey, I work with both and I mentor both towards their financial wealth, their trading and their business goals. That's what we do. Every single person has different strengths and different weaknesses. It's not a negative, it's just something we have to work with. If you do not have a foundation of experience or of education that you can rely on, then you're leaving yourself wide open to a whole world of pain. And once you've decided what direction you want to take in order to generate that wealth, then learn, and learn the right way. And a little warning here again, you know I love to throw in a warning. Free education is worth every single penny you paid for it. And it often comes with no support, no context, and no support on how to actually apply it. And lack of application is a really dangerous thing. So if you want some ideas of wealth generating strategies, watch my video on the top 6 cash flowing strategies this year in 2022. Those are my 3 steps for getting started in wealth creation. Let me know in the comments if that was helpful for you, or if there are steps that you would add as well that you think are vital. Now, if you want to hear more about how to do money better, how to make more of it in less time, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop into the comment section as well. Make sure you share this video with someone who you think it will help or someone it will inspire. That's what we like to do here. My name is Lewis, and this is not financial advice.